You need it on a Thursday?
It's on, I believe it's the
You
January.
said it on Friday? What date's bad for her?
Well,
Your Honor,
No, no, I'm kidding.
she's just about to start school, so she just wanted to.
Really?
yes. Well, the new semester starts January 12th. And I was just making sure, Washtenaw Community College.
What are you gonna be when you grow up?
Well, I'm going for health administration, so I want to be able to eventually manage my own home with my aunt on my side, my little sidekick. She's a registered nurse, so
Ah, you got a plan.
yep.
She does. And I'm sure the prosecution will hear all about it in our mitigation report.
I'm sure they will.
Thank you very much.
So, okay, so we'll do it that way. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Get that stuff to me. I'll do it. Okay. All right, take care.
Court calls the case, People versus Damian Williamson, 2 cases.
On behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Sorry, Judge. Brian Bowling on behalf of Mr. Williamson. I just need more notes. Can you state your name for the record, Mr. Williamson?
Damian Williams.
Judge,
Fine.
thanks.
These matters set for preliminary exam.
I would, Judge, and well, discovery is complete with respect to the new unlawful driving away of an automobile. There is some video that I did not exactly have yet. Ms. Zenda and I have corrected that issue. It's being sent over. I believe it will be available for the exam. Failing that, I don't know that it'll be all that instructive for purposes of the exam. I did speak to Mr. Williamson about that. He and this court's position basically that there would be no adjournment based on that alone. He indicated to me he understood that, Judge.
And it should be available well before the exam. I discovered it yesterday, so it should be in the process of getting over to them.
Over to them, okay. Then, would the people have their witnesses available the 30th?
We'll do our best.
Preliminary examination in person will be set December 30th, 2025,
9 a.m. Judge Washington.
9 a.m. before Judge Washington.
And then, Your Honor, if I may address bond.
You may.
Your Honor, with respect to these 2 pending matters here today, there is a $5,000 bond. I apologize. Yeah, $5,000 bond on the unlawful driving away an automobile case ending in 21668, and a $10,000 bond on the assault with intent to commit great bodily harm, ending in 1720. At this point in time, Your Honor, based on my discussion with Mr. Williamson, I would ask the court to consider amending those to personal bonds. He is 28 years old. He is gainfully employed working at a place called Little Diablo, which is a salsa factory. He also cares for his father, who is suffering from cancer. He indicated to me that if this court was likely to continue any no contact orders, he does have a location where he could live with his grandmother in Romulus, or alternatively with his cousin in the city of Detroit. It's also my understanding that there was another matter that was pending before this court, and that Mr. Williamson has made all court appearances in that case. There's never been a failure to appear, was compliant with bond in that matter. From what I could tell, he has no assault of criminal history of any sort. I only saw traffic matters on his records. The complaining witness is here today. It's my understanding that she was asking for the no contact order to be lifted, but it is my understanding the court intends to continue that pending the preliminary examination. But with that being done, I would ask the court to consider releasing him on personal bonds with a GPS tether if the court felt that was appropriate, or any other conditions, so that he can be out to resolve these cases. Thank you.
Your Honor, I would object at this point. I did see a previous conviction for an attempt RNODD that were resolved under HIDA. I did also see CPS out of Northville for disorderly, Westland for loitering, and Novi for driving with license suspended. I have concerns given these 2 cases, the first being the GBH. I had concerns given the facts of the case and the injury codes that I saw that had redness and bruising on the victim's throat, a laceration on her finger, bruising to her shoulder. From that event that occurred while she was pregnant at the time, where the defendant strangled her. I also concerned with the new case, given that it was reported he was driving erratically from Detroit to Ann Arbor. with speeds of reported over 110 miles an hour by the victim. And when they returned home, he took her car without her permission, and that led to the unlawful driving away charge. So I have concerns, would ask that bond remain as set at this point.
May I add one thing?
Yes,
Just for the record, the complaint and the assault GBH, that incident happened on January 17th of 2025. So we're at about almost a year. It's my understanding that there was no contact order prior to him being arraigned on that matter recently. That he and the complaining witness had been having contact throughout that time, Judge.
throughout that period.
Correct.
What I'm gonna do with this, since we're actually very close to the exam, I'm not gonna change it of the bond. I'm gonna deny your request. Let Judge Washington hear the exam and let her proceed also. And I realize the alleged victim is here, wishes the court to change the contact provisions. As I had indicated to counsel, I am not going to change the contact provisions at this point either. All right,
Thank you, Judge.
thank you. Court does call the case of the People versus Robert Harris.
Campbell, water assistant prosecuting attorney for the people.
But nothing was ever sent
Take your
over.
hands out of your mouth. What's your name, sir? Robert Harris. This is still a PD case, but somebody had indicated there might be a conflict, but I don't have anything, so I don't know.
I wasn't contacted about this either.
Pardon?
I wasn't notified either.
Your Honor, Assistant Public Defender Jay Bellinger, on behalf of Mr. Harris, I would ask for a brief adjournment so that I can handle it and I can make sure it's handled properly. If you just give us a couple weeks so we can get that done. Apologies,
Public
Mr.
costs will
Harris.
be adjourned December 30th, 2025, 9 a.m. As your invite indicates. All right,
Okay,
bond continued. Thank you.
we'll have an attorney be in touch with you as soon as possible.
Court does call the case People versus Jade Wimberly.
I'm down assistant prosecuting attorney on behalf of people.
Assistant Public Defender Davey Leba on behalf of Ms. Wimberly. Ms. Wimberly, could you please tell the court your name?
Hi, I'm Jade Wimberly.
Thank you.
And during requesting adjournment, I did email Mr. Dowd regarding a plea offer in this matter, but I believe we're still discussing that, and I would like to address bond.
Probable cause conference will be adjourned December 30th, 2025, 9 a.m. Yes, that's the bond.
Thank you. And with regard to bond, Ms. Wimberly indicates to me that she was previously hospitalized at her prior failure to appear. I've not been able to receive any verification of that. However, Ms. Wimberly does tell me that if she were released, she could stay with her mother in Detroit, and we would have no objection to attracting her home confinement tether to ensure her appearance.
I don't need a response. Motion to bond reduction is denied. Bond will continue.
Thank you.
Court does call the case of People versus Dustin Huffford.
Assistant Public Defender Alexis Zerbs with on behalf of Mr. Huffer. Can you please state your full name for the record?
Dustin Huffford.
And your children.
Your Honor, we'd be requesting an adjournment so we can begin some plea negotiations.
Probable cause conference will be adjourned January 8th, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bond continued. Thank you, sir. Court calls case People versus Jason Campbell.
Water assistant prosecuting attorney for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Davey Leba on behalf of Mr. Campbell, who stands to my right. Mr. Campbell, could you tell the court your name, please?
Jason Brett Campbell.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. I do believe that we're going to have a resolution of this at our next probable cause conference. Would be trusting an adjournment for that, and I would like to address bond on this.
Is the only thing holding him, or?
Your Honor, he does have an out-of-county hold. It's unclear if they're going to pick him up, but that hold has prevented him from being released to treatment.
That what?
the hold has prevented from being released to treatment, but it's unclear if they're going to pick him up.
Okay, because anybody say anything to you about Sacred Heart at all?
No, I actually, I called Sacred Heart, sir, and we set everything up and my hold's prevented me from going to Sacred Heart
The hold from the other court,
from the other court in Detroit. Yes.
because I've released him, I approved release to Sacred Heart,
Yeah.
this case.
Yes.
So what do you? Go ahead. What are you asking regarding bond?
Senator, I would ask if he could be released on a tether so that he can either be picked up on the hold and then go to treatment if he's released there, or if he could then.
You got to get the other court. I mean, I've done what I could on this one so that he can go. You got to get the other court to do something, Mr. Lee. Well, I mean, that's why I asked the question, because I remembered signing the paperwork.
Yeah, he did file a writ, Your Honor. Unfortunately, at my understanding that there hasn't been a response.
Yeah, there hasn't been a response. I filed it 5 weeks ago.
A probable cause conference, I'll only go to, I'll put him on the 30th, 2025 at 9 a.m. And I'm going to deny your request at this point and see where we are on.
Your Honor, can I say something? Your Honor, I mean, I've been in here close to 90 days. My mother just got denied. She just got denied a heart transplant through her insurance company. I just want to be able to see my mom. Please, Your Honor, please. Please.
Send me information that the other court is not responding and I'll consider something else. But at this point, you know, I did what I could to try to get you out, sir. It's not me, it's this other.
No, but if I get let out on a personal bond, they come and get me. They want the same thing for me in Detroit is to go to treatment. That's all they want.
Well, then you guys need to get to, what court is it in Detroit?
36th district.
Somebody needs to just get through to that
I'll reach out to them, Your Honor.
and just keep banging on the door, because there isn't a reason he should be able to get out. Certainly on my case, he can. But he's got to be able to get out on their case. I don't know what, they have not issued a warrant because he hasn't done anything. Right?
The warrant
They
was
just have
issued.
a hold.
Yeah, it's a hold.
And what my notes indicate, Your Honor, is that the call was made to the court. They indicated they would not be picking him up, but a lien message was received by the jail indicating they would be picking him up.
Well, see, again, that's not me. Somebody's going to need to make a determination. If they're not going to pick him up, then we'll do what we got to do. I mean, it won't be an issue. If they're going to pick him up, then we can figure out something here. They can come get him and then deal with him there. But they got to make their call.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll reach out to the 36th District Court.
Thank you. Court does call the case People versus Demarion White.
Please, Honorable Court, David Burgess on behalf of Demarion White is appearing via Zoom from the Juvenile Detention Center. Your Honor.
Yes.
Mr. White, place your name on the record, please.
Demarion White.
Your Honor, I was literally just appointed on this case. I have yet to meet with Mr. White. I'm requesting an adjournment of the probable cause conference for that as well as discovery. And I think there's a green sheet.
Yes, I do have a green sheet. Does he have co-defendants and we set those other places or not?
Andrew?
There are no co-defendants.
Not on this one. All right. So how much time did you need, sir? We can do the 30th or the 8th?
The 8th. I'm back in front of you on the 8th.
That's good. Probable cause conference, January 8th, 2026, 9 a.m. or as your invite indicates, bond will continue as denied. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Ms. Burgess. Court calls case People versus Caitlin Davidson.
I'm here.
Morning.
Andrew took his parent on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please this honorable court, David Burgess on behalf of Caitlin Davidson, who's appearing via Zoom. Your Honor, it's my understanding she was here earlier. I arrived late, so she was
Yes,
present.
you were late.
I called, I emailed her.
She told me you were late.
I know.
She was screaming into the Zoom.
That's fair. That's fair,
She was
Judge.
really mad.
Yeah.
All right. Ms. Davidson, can you state your name, please?
Caitlin Davidson.
Thank you. All right.
Your Honor, again, I was just appointed on this case. I'm requesting an adjournment for discovery
All
purposes.
right.
And the 8th is
She
fine.
didn't say all of that.
No, I'm just fine, Judge.
You know that was me.
I could see her smiling, Your Honor, so it's a dead giveaway, Judge.
All right. Ma'am, I'm going to adjourn your case out to January 8th, 2026. Yes,
Could
ma'am.
I have a court in Wayne County on January 8th at 10 a.m.
So you'd rather go there than to come see me? You're like
Um,
Mr. Burgess. You guys ought to get along real well.
I know, I just don't know how like I'm gonna go about that.
Could she
Like,
appear
I don't
on
know what
Zoom
I'm-
on the 8th?
She can appear on Zoom, but I'll give her, I'll set it for the 15th.
That's fine, Judge.
All right.
Okay, thank you so much.
So that way everybody's not stressed and nobody wants to come see me again.
I'll come see you.
Thank you. January 15th,
Okay, thank you.
2026, 9 a.m. Bond
I'm
continued.
almost positive I see you every week, Judge.
Yes, I know. Sense. Court calls the case, People versus Ronald Fleming.
Josh Bellis for the people.
Defender Jake Bellinger on behalf of, but not with Mr. Fleming, Your Honor. He has been for the last several months as we tried to visit him. And obviously, we need to eventually process this case. However, I just don't know how we're going to be set to do that. I understand that he'll want us set for preliminary examination, but
He wants to?
that's my understanding. The last time we talked to him, he did. I know he's been going through the competency. I know he recently came back as competent. I will be following up with the CFP just so that the court knows with the criminal responsibility. So that's my next step. And I understand that if he comes back and they give him a determination for NGRI, I imagine I could waive him up at that point too, for purposes of petition, et cetera.
And I'm not sure if they'll do that before bind over. Sometimes they
Right.
do, but it's not a given. So at this point, Your Honor, I do think people are gonna be filing a motion to proceed without him. We do need to get a case moving. It is a homicide. It's been about a year and a half now, so it's time. We can just get a short date and I'll have that motion filed, give time for defense to respond. I don't know what there is to respond to really, but I'm happy to give that time so that way they can make any record they need to make as well.
So if I set it for the 8th, is that going to give everybody enough time?
I can have it filed by sometime next week and that should give defense hopefully enough time with the holidays.
Probably
Certainly.
because January 8th, 2026, 9 a.m. I'll also, well, there's going to be a motion.
I will tell the court it'll be that same sort of iPad in the cell motion, for lack of a better term, to sort of give him his advice. So that way, if he does continue to refuse, we can proceed to the preliminary examination.
I'll set it on that, then I'll set it on that date at 3 p.m. for the motion part of it.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
And then, and also for a, right.
1:08, 3 p.m. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Continue.
Please do. I'll handle it.
Is he here?
So. He's in custody.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. and If
That
you're
one,
gonna, if you're gonna read them, I'll call for it.
Oh, yeah, well,
It'll be.
yeah.
Judge Feltus for the people.
Stephanie Pan on behalf of Mr. Stone.
Stone, could you please restate your name?
Michael Stone?
All right. I think we were at the point, and I have now been handed and reviewed Ypsilanti Police Department reports for their case number 259672 and 259663. There is no objection to the court having reviewed those.
No, Your Honor, thank you for doing that.
No objection at all, Your Honor.
All right. Based upon the court's review of those reports, court does find it's a sufficient factual basis in which the court could determine the defendant's guilt of these offenses. Mr. Stone, I do have to advise you that between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules, you would not be entitled to withdraw your pleas and would not be entitled, the court would no longer be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that, sir?
Yes, completely.
All right. Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
I am aware of none, Your Honor.
And has the court complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's no contest plea?
You have, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant no contest pleas to counts 2 and 4. Count 1 is dismissed. There is actually technically no count 3 because it was not authorized. So count 1 is dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 14A2 probation. Sentencing in this matter will be
January 7th at 10 a.m.
January 7th, 2026, 10 a.m. for Judge Barr.
Your Honor, may I address bond?
You may.
We simply are asking for the court to allow him to be released from treatment. It's my understanding he was in treatment, a warrant was issued, and he was picked up from treatment. He wants to go back to the facility.
So he was in treatment, warrant gets issued, they come to treatment, they get him.
Yes.
I think there was a typo here connected to the warrant that got issued.
Because, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yes, absolutely, 1,000%. He was in a long-term treatment facility, so, yes.
I would allow him to go back to treatment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So what are you trying to hand now?
Just
You
order.
actually had the order?
Always. What? Yes.
What,
I'm
you
a
haven't done?
professional.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't done.
Thank you.
Professional.
Like some things just happen. This is like a blind squirrel finding the nut.
Merry Christmas.
It
It's a Christmas miracle, Your Honor.
is. All right. Bond will continue, but I've signed the order allowing you to go back. Good luck to you, Mr. Stone.
Thanks so much.
Court does recall the case, People versus Ariana Fenn.
One versus prosecuting attorney for the people.
J. Grant Miller, P58658 on behalf of Ms. Fenn.
She is no longer here.
Your Honor, at this point, could the court adjourn it to the other date for the other Fenn? I believe we have the forms in. I don't know where she disappeared to. She has been
What
on.
date did we put the other Fenn on?
Yeah, we'll have to look, Your Honor, I don't know.
Is it the 30th or the 8th?
The 30th, Your
The
Honor.
30th.
Probable cause conference, I'll adjourn to December 30th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
From the moment Judge Simpson enters the courtroom, the atmosphere completely shifts. Every excuse is tested, every emotion exposed, and every word carefully weighed. This isn't just about law, it's about accountability. Judge Simpson listens closely, cuts through the noise, and delivers rulings that hit hard and leave no room for games. You can see it on every face in the room, the tension, the fear, the realization that justice is no longer theoretical, it's personal. But here's the real question. Do you think Judge Simpson's approach is tough but fair or too strict for today's courtroom? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful courtroom moments.